everyone, and welcome to my channel MedStudy. So today in this video we are going to see about pulse. So let's get started. Pulse is actually a wave of pressure change transmitted along the arterial wall due to left ventricular systole. So while taking a pulse, we have to assess following parameters like rate, rhythm, volume, force, tension, condition of vessel wall, peripheral pulses, apex pulse deficit. So while palpating radial pulse, we have three-finger method, where the proximal finger compresses artery fully for assessing the force. Middle finger feels the pulsations and distal finger compresses to prevent the backflow from radioulnar anastomosis. Coming to rate of the pulse. Normal rate is 60 to 100 beats per minute. It is called tachycardia when it exceeds 100 beats per minute and bradycardia when it is less than 60 beats per minute. Relative tachycardia is seen in cases of TB and rheumatic carditis, while relative bradycardia is seen in cases of typhoid and yellow fever. Now coming to rhythm of the pulse. There are two types of rhythms to the pulse, like regular and irregular. Irregular type of rhythms are further classified as regularly irregular and irregularly irregular. Regularly irregular pulses are seen in cases of sinus arrhythmias, partial AV blocks, pulses bigemini, and pulses trigemini, while irregularly irregular pulses are seen in cases of atrial fibrillation. So what is pulse deficit? It is difference between heart rate and pulse rate when counted simultaneously. It is seen with atrial fibrillation. Coming to volume of pulse. It indicates pulse pressure. Normal pulse pressure is 30 to 50 millimeters of mercury. There are three types of pulse according to volume, which are normal, hypokinetic and hyperkinetic. Force and tension. Force indicates systolic blood pressure while tension indicates diastolic blood pressure. Now coming to condition of vessel walls. Normal artery is not palpable after occluding with digital pressure. Palpable artery is suggestive of atherosclerosis, and in severe cases artery can be tortuous as seen in elderly patients. Now coming to character of pulse. There are a few types, like first is pulse paradoxus. It is fall in systolic BP by 10 millimeters of mercury on inspiration. It is actually an exaggeration of normal phenomenon and seen in cases of superior vena cava obstruction, severe asthma, pericardial effusion, and congestive cardiac failure. Second is pulsus alternans. Here, alternating small and large volume pulses are seen, and this pulsus alternans is seen in cases of left ventricular failure, paroxysmal tachycardia, toxic myocarditis. Third is pulsus bisferens. Here there is rapidly rising pulse with two peaks during systole. Causes are aortic stenosis, aortic regurgitation, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. Third is pulsus bigemini. Here there is coupling of wave consisting of two pulse waves followed by a pause, seen in cases of AV block and digitalis toxicity. Fifth is pulsus dichroticus. Here there are two peaks, one in systole and one in diastole. Causes are left ventricular failure and dilated cardiomyopathy. Sixth is an acrotic pulse. Here there is slowly rising pulse with two peaks during systole and seen in cases of aortic stenosis. The last one is pulsus parvus et tardus. Here there is slowly rising pulse with late peak, seen in severe aortic stenosis. Now coming to water hammer pulse. It is also called as collapsing pulse. It is a bounding pulse with rapid upstroke and a rapid downstroke. Method to elicit water hammer pulse is, first of all, patient is made to recline. Examiner must hold patient's forearm such that the flexor aspect of the forearm is covered with examiner's palm. Patient's forearm is now raised. Water hammer pulse is felt as tapping impulse through the bulk of forearm muscles with thinner eminence of palpating hand. Causes of water hammer pulse include physiological like fever, emotion, alcohol, pregnancy, hyperkinetic circulatory states like anemia, thyrotoxicosis, and severe leak as seen in case of aortic regurgitation and patent ductus arteriosus. Thank you. So this was all about pulse. This is my new playlist in which I am going to discuss a few topics which are important in clinical aspect as well as theoretical point of view. So this was pulse, which is a very important topic considering clinical aspect. Also, if you like, do check our career guidance playlist. And yes, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.